Hi folks, and thanks for joining me for another demo. So I'm going to have a go at sky and mountains and all that sort of stuff. So just a quick bit of water to start it off. Not too much, I've already wetted it slightly, so I don't want too much because the paint's just going to go balmy otherwise. So starting off with some lighter colours. Bit of alizarin, the yellow. Let's reflect some of that down there. I'm going to go into a bit of red and alizarin. Let's clean the brush, switch to some blue. This is cobalt blue. Just start off up there, and then I'll just cut a little bit of the green then, the yellow to make it green, but I ain't going to worry too much. Now I'm going to add a bit of Payne's grey to really darken it up a bit. A dark blue. Get some of that down there. I'll get the tissue out in a minute and start creating a few bit of texture up in the sky. For now, if we just sort of blend all this in, just blend it all together, nice and soft. Soak up all the water at the bottom of the paper. Right, I want it a little bit darker. So let's go into some bit of Payne's grey, bit of that blue, just darken it around there because it makes the lighter colours, the lighter tones stand out a bit better. See how that light now down the middle is looking a lot brighter. Right, a bit of clean tissue. Let's just pop a few little bit of texture and clouds and things up here. I'm going to start thinking about where I'm going to stick the mountains. Well, the first one, same colours again. Well, the first one's going in something like, actually let's make it bigger, a bit more dramatic. Have another one sort of over there a bit. A bit of texture on there. So it looks like the light's just catching the edges. Same on the other side. So I'm doing it left-handed because I want the light to sort of catch the right-hand side on this. Let's clean the brush slightly. Let's go a little bit lighter. A bit of green on there. A bit of green on this side as well. Coming down down to the base. Oh, sharp edge. Right, just get this paper flat against this board first before I do anything else. Straight away I remembered I haven't put the reflections in, have I? So I'm going to get around that by not having any. I'm just going to go straight to land at the bottom, I think. What I do need is give it a quick blast with the hairdryer. Well, let's continue coming down our landscape. Right, onto darks. Now let's just pop in a few little rocks and things. It has dried a bit, so it's not going to scrape off perfect, but then I don't want it to be too much because I've already scraped up there, so I'm already in danger of going over the top with the scraping. I can always paint over it if I don't like it. Let's get back to a light colour. A bit of ochre, bit of yellow. Push this in on this side. Bit of burnt umber, bit of red. What I'm going to do now is switch to the little brush, the small Ron Ranson Hake. I'm going to go in for some darks. Just want to just get some of these a bit more level. I want these parallel to the bottom of the paper because otherwise don't put them on at an angle. Let's have a few more darks up there. Just darken this a little bit. Some big cliffs down there. A few marks down there, just a few little pebbles in the foreground. And I'm thinking maybe a few trees. give it a quick dry. Let's switch to the sword liner brush. And a few darks. Right then. So I don't want to get too, just something in the foreground. Maybe something a little bit bigger. A bit bigger on this side. Going to pop the odd leaf on that. I'm just going to use a small Ron Ranson hake. Just dry it, scuff all the hairs up, and then just give it that yellow. And then just pop a little bit of yellow on these. Same on this side, not too much, just a hint of leaf. Just a little base for them to sit on. Again, same on this side. Let's just pop something down there. To the rigger brush, and let's just pop in a few and stick some posts in. Same on this side. I think I'm just going to stick a little boat. Just want something in the distance. Just very, very simple. Just a little detail in there. Little birds flying about. I'm just going to sign this one down here somewhere. Call that one finished. So let's stick a mount on. No, I'm not going to stick a mount on because it's not suitable for it. But let's have a closer look at it and see what it looks like. So here's a finished painting. So you can see the sky was all about some lighter colours centrally and then putting in some darks around just to bring out the light, make it look like there's some strong light coming down right through into the foreground. See a little bit of reflection of the sky colours in the water here in the foreground. And then popped in the mountains, a little bit of scraping. And so it just gives the impression of light catching the mountain tops, gives it a bit of form as well. Same on the other side. Possibly better off left, a bit more subtle than that. I always tend to go over the top. I mean, a bit more scraping. Little cliff there, cliff edge coming down into these little rocks in the foreground. It's so hard to resist because it's just a simple technique. It does work pretty well, even if you overdo it. Like I should have painted over some of them. Try and make it a bit more subtle, but not to worry. Just brought that land all the way down. Bit of a sword liner effect, bit of dry brushing some of the leaves. See the little birds up there in the sky. Same on the other side. And then just a little boat in the distance, just to give a little bit of detail, give some life in the distance. So that's it for this one. I hope you enjoy that. Many thanks as always for your support and best wishes. Very much appreciated. Please do join me over at Patreon if you get the opportunity. All the books are on Amazon. So until next time, keep practicing. If you've got any questions, please ask. And I'll see you again very, very soon.